bone is resilient. It is not a stone or a granite, it is resilient. So slightly it can move and actively you can see it. But what happens? The same active pressure reaction. Okay, so it can loosen. So any crown, proper fit means quarter turn you should get. But if there is any interference, when you will get interference? See, अभी ऐसा implant है and there is a soft tissue, gingival growth हुआ है because healing care proper नहीं तो gingival growth. Now I have a crown ready. I am placing this. Now abutment is interfering. Crown is ready. It is not sitting properly. But I am trying my best. Rotating. What it does? It will compress the soft tissue. Compress the soft tissue and my crown will somehow sit. But what happens? Again with the same pressure, whatever it was, it will reverse. So there should not be any active fit of the processes. If this is the case, I have to check and I have to cut the soft tissue, whatever it is. This happens mainly if there is any bony interference or if there is any thick soft tissue interference. Only soft tissue can go back. But what happens is this soft tissue is supported by the bone here. It won't. Okay. So if there is any bony interference, then the crowns will not sit properly. That you have to check. And now, do you know all the posteriors we give a access hole on the crowns? Normally in our tooth and bridge crowns, we don't give any holes. But in implant crowns, irrespective of the company, whether it is a Nobel Biocare or Straumann, there will be a access hole. Why that access hole? Now we say that retrievability. But those days, why to retrieve? Mainly because the problems were screw loosening. So if at all screw loosening happens, how to tighten? That hole will give you access. Now this is a problem which happens. You have placed implant and crown to a patient and patient is coming to you after a year to you, and you will say, a patient will say, sir, hill raha hai. Hill raha means definitely what do you think? Implant. Yes, you are worried. So, chalo baitho. We will take an X-ray. In X-ray, to your luck, you will see that implant is good. Bone is fine, implant is good. Oh, this is screw loosening. Anyway, I have given access hole. No problem at all. 5 minutes ka kaam hai. You come tomorrow. And patient was worried initially. Implant hill raha hai, what is, he doesn't know, right? He doesn't know about the screw loosening and all. He thought something problem with the implant. And as you said, no problem, it's a small issue of a screw, I can tighten within a 5 minutes, you come tomorrow, today I am doing other patients. Now patient, as you said, no problem, it can be done within a 5 minutes, he is relieved. He may not come next day. What happens? Suppose if the patient is continuing, tooth is in the crown, occlusion, which is moving, screw is loosened, and he has been thus. Instead of the next day, he is coming to you after a month. So slowly the loosened crown which is in occlusion, what happens? It starts shaking, bending. It bends. And the bended screw will find a fracture. So, if you had corrected, if you knew it was only 5 minutes time, you should have corrected that time only. If it is an implant failure, implant loosening, no problem after one, because anyway it has failed. But this one, screw loosening, we will take it lightly. Yeah, screw loosening. Access wall तो है, हाँ? कभी भी करें. But this screw loosening which is moving crown will move further, and that will cause problem. Because patient may not come to you, and one fine day the bend. See, the screw is straight. The screw is straight. How easy it is to tighten? And suppose the screw has bent. Can you tighten it? Can you tighten the bended screw? Neither you cannot tighten, neither